Alright, so before I begin today's video telling you guys the just stupid situation I've had for the last month or so with my PC, I want to be a bit more positive. So I'm going to start by thanking you guys for the amazing support you've shown me. This isn't just out of the blue, there is a reason for this. Last night I got a bunch of messages congratulating me and pointing out that, yes, I do know, we've hit 15,000 subscribers. So I just want to start off by thanking you guys so much for getting us this far. And yes, as per usual, and as some of you have already asked, yes, there is a giveaway coming. The thing is, whenever we hit a new milestone, there is always a giveaway. The biggest one I did was for 10,000 subscribers, which actually ended up costing me way too much of my own money. And thankfully, this time round, I've already got some things to give away. So I'm not going to be spending too much of my own money this time round, but that doesn't mean the giveaway isn't going to be big. On the contrary, there is quite a lot of stuff to hand out. I'm not really bothered about this either because at the end of the day, the stuff is going to fans, and so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, you may be wondering what's going to be in the giveaway. Well, I've got a lot of game codes and I'm even looking into t-shirts and other things. This giveaway should take about a week to organize, maybe even less. It depends whether I decide to contact some sponsors to let me give away some Star Wars merchandise. I've had a few offers, but it's a lot to think about. So until then, tell me in the comments below what you'd like to see in the giveaway. So that means t-shirts, posters, or would you prefer games? In fact, actually, I'm going to put a straw poll in the comments as well. That way it's nice and easy to see where you guys stand. Anyway, let's finally get started with today's video. Where have I been? And no, this is not a fun video to make. The last couple of weeks or so have been absolute torture trying to get my PC to work again. So about a month ago, I started experiencing problems with my PC. These ranged from your standard blue screens, which I'm sure lots of you guys have had before, to boot errors and drive problems, all sorts of weird things going on. But the worst part was that whilst the PC was still usable for everyday nonsense like Reddit, web browsing, watching some YouTube videos, and some very light gaming on some old Star Wars games, anything very intensive on the other hand, like rendering mostly, caused either a blue screen or a straight up reset of the PC. Now, any of you here that are content creators or who've ever made a YouTube video before, you'll know that rendering is a very intensive process mostly on the CPU. So when I realized that it was crashing mostly on renders and CPU intensive tasks, then I became a bit suspicious of what was really causing this. I had hoped that it was just the operating system or some memory errors because that's pretty cheap to fix, but no, knowing my luck, of course it was the CPU, one of the most expensive parts of the whole PC. Absolutely fantastic. It took a while, but a replacement processor finally arrived from eBay. It took like a week to get here, which was way longer than I'd planned, and I did buy it used because you actually can't get a new processor for this motherboard. It's still good, but it's so outdated now that you can't find new CPUs anymore. But the good news out of all of this stupidity is that now my PC is back up and running. And it's not just running like before. The thing is, because of the upgrade of the CPU, I also managed to fit in a new graphics card. Now, I'm not sure how many of you guys are aware of PC hardware, but my gaming rig is now like 4 times more powerful because of this one change. And that's not even an exaggeration. My frame rate on Battlefront has gone up by like 4 or 5 times than what it used to be. And to be fair, the last PC was terrible. It was running a graphics card that's now like 7 years old, and it could only run Battlefront in low, and even then it was like 45 frames per second, which in turn meant that most of the gameplay you saw on the channel was actually gameplay footage from capture events at DICE Stockholm and DICE LA. Because their PCs were far better than mine, and the footage looked so much nicer, not just in editing, but also for you guys. So anyway, that's what's happened. I've got another video coming on Friday, which is more of a ridiculous video outlining how crazy powerful this new setup is on Star Wars games, which isn't actually, well, it's not entirely accurate. Anything can be crazy powerful on old Star Wars games, because that's what most of them are. So I'm talking like Empire at War, Star Wars Starfighter, Battlefront 1 and 2, the originals, and of course Battlefront as well, so lots of testing to do. It's not like I couldn't play these games before, it's just now I'm playing them and the frame rate is like 200, 300 something, 500 on one of the old Star Wars games as well. Anyway, that brings us to the end of today's video. It was more of a quick update than anything else. Now that my PC is back up and running, I just wanted to tell you guys that I've got more videos on Battlefront 2 and Star Wars coming out later this week. So finishing up, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to check out the community Discord server in the comments below. Thank you so much for your incredible support and getting us to 15,000 subscribers. I'll see you next time, and may the Force be with you.